Hey guys, if you're an international student and just get accepted to a program here in a college or university in the US and supposed to start your program this fall, but you don't know what it is going to be like or what's going to happen in the middle of the pandemic, then this video is going to be for you. My name is Nathan and I'm a PhD candidate in one of the top institutions here in the United States. It's the University of Missouri, Columbia. However, today I'm shooting this video from Indiana University, Bloomington. It's one also of the land-grant public research institutions here in the United States. And so if you get accepted to either of these institutions, don't hesitate. These are two of the best institutions. The scenarios available here to the institutions of higher education are different. One of these scenarios is that the institutions might start the fall semester with online instruction, or they may very well also start enrollment face-to-face classes. However, some institutions might also start with online instruction, but then pick up face-to-face instruction later in the semester. So all these scenarios are available for the institutions. Harvard Graduate School of Education just announced that there is no enough time for international students to send I-20 to them and apply for visa. And this is why they made two options available for them. They either enroll in online programs if they wanted to, or to defer their program to next year, fall 2021, if they wanted to, with the same academic and financial terms. So it's not very clear what the institution will decide exactly, but you might want to stay tuned and be in touch with your institution in order to see what they have decided. But there are a few tips that we decided to share with you in order to be informed about how to respond to these decisions. Okay, tip number one, paying full tuition for online education. You might want to consider whether you're willing to pay full tuition for online courses. One of the things you might want to consider is the quality of online courses. Despite the fact that some students are concerned about the quality, but in terms of technology these days, the institutions are doing a good job in terms of offering online courses, and they have been widespread these days. However, if you have been admitted to a program in STEM field and courses that require a lot of lab work, then probably that would be difficult to kind of conduct laboratory work through online education. So this is something that you want to consider. But if you have been admitted to a program in social sciences, then probably that shouldn't be an issue. Here actually we have been taking online courses over the past couple of months here, and it hasn't been an issue because most of the discussions are more theoretical than practical. However, you might also think of using campus facilities. You would be required to pay full tuition, but you might not be able to use campus facilities like the library or rec center or any live activities on campus. However, you might be able to check some books and articles digitally or online, but you wouldn't be able to use these campus physically. So these are things that you might want to consider before making the decision about paying full tuition for online instruction. Okay, tip number two, how you're gonna fund your program. If you have the option whether to start online instruction or to defer your program till next year, then you might want to consider whether you would be able to keep any type of financial aid that you might have received with offer this year to next year. So for example, if you have received any institutional aid such as an assistantship or scholarship, or any external funding from your own country or your own government, then you might want to consider this, whether you would be able to carry this with you with the deferral till next year. But if not, then I might consider starting my program online. And if you would like to learn more information about different sources of funding available to international graduate students, then please leave a comment below so that we can prepare a different video with detailed information about this. Okay, tip number three, if you were planning to apply for a practical experience here from the United States after graduation, or even to apply for a job, then you might want to consider the current situation and unemployment rate, which has substantially increased in terms of the pandemic. Okay. Some international students apply for OPT, which is optional practical training, which allows them to get a job here in the United States. So if you had been planning for applying for an OPT, you might want to consider unemployment rate in light of the pandemic and this current situation. Unemployment rate has substantially increased over the past 2 months. So if OPT was one of your plans, then maybe you want to consider that this might be a little bit more difficult. Okay, tip number 4. Stay in touch with your academic program or your department and your advisor, and also with the international office or international services, so that you can be informed with any decisions that they might have. And keep asking questions. Ask them questions, whatever questions you might have, and they would be more than happy to answer all your questions. But also, if you have other questions for us and you think that we are able to answer these questions, please feel free to ask these questions below, and we'll be more than happy to answer all of them. So, to sum up the 4 steps that would help you make an informed decision, here we are. The first one is whether you are willing to pay full tuition for online instruction. And the second was whether you will be able to carry any financial resources with you till next year if you decided to defer your program. And the third one was whether you are considering OPT or optional practical training. And the last one was staying connected with your academic department, academic program, and also international office in order to be informed with any decisions they might make. And to help you stay informed, we have included a link to our website below, to Inside Higher Education. It's a website that usually posts information, the most recent information about American higher education. Maybe you want to check it out in order to stay informed about what might be happening. I hope the content of this video was helpful to you. If so, please give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell so that you can also receive notifications when we release the next video. And also let us know about the content that you would like us to talk about, so that we can design the content based on your needs so that it would be most helpful to you. That's all. Thank you, and see you next video.